I've got all of the skin off of the trailer. My next step, even though, as you can see, I don't have everything taken out, all the cabinets taken out yet because I need a little bit of stability in there, I want to try to take the roof off. Hey, if you're getting any kind of value out of any of these videos, maybe they're helping you a little bit, or you just like to see me make a mess of things, hit the like and subscribe. And now you know, do the bell. Appreciate that. Leave me a comment. It's a big part of my day. Helps our channel grow. I appreciate it. Anyway, I've got to get the roof off. Now, normally, it's it's different on this because of the way it's designed. So I want to take you up on the roof. I would show you right here, but they have already, just when I was taking it apart, it was so rotted I can't really show you, but there's some good spots on the roof that I want to show you how I'm going to take this apart because I think it's going to be a little bit different. So how is this different, you say? Well, let's climb on up and take a look. As I told you, it's really not bad up here. I think that I have seen a design flaw in some of these 50s campers. Now, if you remember on a Scotty, we have these, I call them a joist, I guess, I don't know, a rafter coming all the way across. Well, they have that here too, but they're not very wide. And look, well, let's look back here. Look where it terminates. It terminates before the rail. So it's not sitting, there's nothing under here except for the ceiling. And that's about an 1/8 inch is all that is under here. And that's just nailed into that. But on a Scotty, and some other campers, but I know you've seen my Scotty videos, this terminates right here. This railing terminates here. And then this will carry through to here. And then you'll just carry on up to your next rafter. And so this gets nailed into this, which will provide much more stability. So you can, I don't know if you can really see from this angle, but look at how that's bowing in. Well, because it's not nailed into any kind of structure. So if any pressure at all is put on it, you can see that they're all bowing in. And that's where water accumulates, as you can see. And that's where the problem begins. So probably one thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to make that change because we have to build this. This is the edge of the camper. That is part of this structure. And you can see where it ties in here. So I've got to get this whole side off intact so that I can lay it down and build another one right on top of it. That way I don't really necessarily have to take a whole lot of measurements, and we can just go on from there because if I make it identical to this one, it shouldn't be a problem. Now, my question is to take the ceiling off without ruining the side. There is going to be, this is going to have to be sawed, I think. Because right here, as you can see, now you can kind of see where that's nailed in. This is the structure rail that we're going to build. Instead of having it solid, which you can't necessarily have it solid trying to make that bend. Just not going to work. And that's going to take forever. But we're going to get it done. So we've got to come up here, and I can either pull this whole rail off and then try to take this off, or I can take a Sawzall to it. I haven't decided which I'm going to do, but when I do, I'll let you know. So I have opted to just take the top rail off on this side to see if I could get in here. Now here towards the front, it's pretty rotted out, so it's coming up real easy. I'm going to try and get this front piece off, and then I'm going to see how stable we are, and then I'm going to start working my way back. So let's see how this works. And there's really no fancy way to do it. It's just brute force. And when you need brute force, get yourself a hammer. Try this. There we go. And really the shelf is about the only thing really holding us in. There's that piece I bonked my head on anyway. There we go. Well, that's in there. There we go. I think you get the idea. I'm going to move over to the other side, pull this off, and then we're going to get moving on this ceiling. The roof is off. I think I'd like to take you on the roof and show you what that looks like. It's just a different perspective. Let's take a quick look and see what we got. Take a look from the rear. I have not yet taken this back shelf off, but I will. I'm going to save it and make one exactly like it. But look at this, is where you get these really cool views. I just think that that looks cool. Maybe because I build them, I don't know. But I just think it's just a view that you really never get unless you are trying to rebuild a camper. So I just really wanted to kind of bring you up here, show you this, and then I'm going to take these sides down one side at a time. And then I am going to rebuild them.